Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing. Pull out your phone, download PrizePicks right now. They're the leader in daily fantasy sports, and all you need is a little bit of knowledge of a sport. It ain't just got to be football, because I know we're all Cowboy fans here, but boy, oh boy, the Cowboys are not fun to watch. But I just need a little bit of knowledge, whether it be NFL, NBA, they got college football, they got boxing, MMA. If you're a gamer, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Valorant, whatever you want to get down on, all you have to do is pick 2 to 6 players, take a look at their projected stats, put in a little bit of analysis because you're brilliant, and just choose more or less. Because I'll tell y'all what I'm about to do. Ever since I seen Cooper Rush go out there and throw for 45 yards versus the Eagles, I'm going to go find him on PrizePicks, and I'm picking less on everything for damn Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush pass attempts, less. Cooper Rush pass completions, less. Cooper Rush passing yards, less. Oh, well, there's a play for Cooper Rush 0.5 touchdowns. I'm picking less because I have no faith in Cooper Rush and my Dallas Cowboys. You can win 2, 5, 10, 50, or 100 times your money. Me, myself, I am a sucker for a 6-player lineup, and it is legal in Texas, so I've been getting busy. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to save a little bit of money. I want you to download the PrizePicks app. I want you to go to prizepicks.com, whatever tickles your fancy, okay? Let's just say that you deposit $10, right? And you want to make 2 $5 lineups. As soon as you play your $5 lineup, PrizePicks will give you $50 instantly. That means you can then make 10 $5 lineups. You can do whatever you want to do, man. PrizePicks wants you to make some money, all right? So come get down with us. PrizePicks, the leader in daily fantasy sports. What's happening? I just wanted to play a little bit of film for y'all while I just kind of talk about the Cowboys in general, just to get my thoughts out. I didn't get a chance to do a show last night or whatever, so I'm just taking this opportunity to just kick it and chat up with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Y'all straight? Y'all good? Hey man, the Cowboys a hot ass mess, bro. Cowboys a hot ass mess, and they had this one picture. It's floating around Twitter right now. What you mean? They had this one picture that's floating around the internet right now, and it's of Jerry Jones. Basically, he was sitting in his chair and he was huffing and puffing and he was pouting. Well, this is a bed that you've made, sir. You know what I mean? So when we say, all right, the season's over, like, I think that was like a preliminary season's over type of deal, right? Like, the season's over because we just bad and we can't play. But now the season's like looking over because, hey, Tyler Smith got hurt last night and that sucks. Or Zach Martin got hurt. And I actually saw this JV looking offensive line, and Terrence Steele was there, but Terrence Steele playing so bad it seems like he blends in with the JV looking offensive line. Terrence Steele was there, and Brock Hoffman was at guard, and TJ Bass was out there playing right guard. And I guess one of those guys are like competing for the future of this thing, of the hey, should we draft a guy or not conversation. And we'll watch the offensive line in full tomorrow on patreon.com/vochlombardi. But then Tyler Guyton was out, and I was curious as to why the hell Tyler Guyton was out. Like, what's the deal behind him? Like, what's the conversation behind Tyler Guyton missing games or missing time? And look, man, I don't want to come out here and assume. I don't want to come out here and suppose anything about Tyler Guyton and his toughness or the lack of it. I just know that he been missing a lot of plays, and I don't think he's, based on what I'm hearing, I don't think he's all that injured. And we only notice this because every now and then Austin Rich is 73, jog his ass out there, and we be like, hey man, what's Austin Rich doing? Why he on the field? And it's just because, hey, Tyler Smith did a thing, and then we look over to the sideline, the camera, I guess they just trying to find Pam Oliver or something, and it's just Tyler Guyton over there kicking it, chilling. Like, he don't even look hurt. Like, he ain't on the sideline going, he's just over there kicking it. And we going, damn, dog, what's going on with him? Like, he picked up the fumble and tried to turn himself into some running sort of character, and that was a bad idea in general, just following the football. We ended up losing the fumble, by the way, just like we did with Terrence Steele the night before. It's terrible, horrific. But I'm just thinking, man, in general, I don't even think it's just a Tyler Guyton toughness issue. And, man, I'm not here to rain on nobody's parade and try to be told you so, guy. But y'all love to hit my DMs when Tyler Guyton have a real good practice or whatever. But don't nobody hit my DMs when regular season shit like this is happening. But whatever. My whole thing is, I think this team has like a toughness issue as a whole, like all together. And we was on the DLLS last night talking about it with Jeff and 2I. Well, we was on the DLLS last night talking about it, and we were just trying to figure out this idea of, are the Cowboys tough or not? Are they physically tough? Are they mentally tough? And I was like, nah, we all came together to try to figure out the reasons of why we weren't physically and mentally tough. Just look at if they haven't quit. I mean, it looked like they got quit in them. You know what I'm saying? If they're not, they may not be loafing on film, but boy, they're not hauling ass 100% to go make some of these plays or some of these blocks. I mean, yeah, there's some dudes out there playing for their livelihood, man. But man, this don't seem like a team that got a whole bunch of intensity. This seems like a team that's just waiting to get up out of here. And I just feel like players just don't. Who is 85? I don't know. I just don't feel. Oh, this Princeton fan. I just feel like players just don't. Wasn't he 40 something? I don't know. I just feel like players just don't roll out the bed and forget how to play football. They just don't. Whether it be our offensive lineman or our defensive lineman, because Cooper Rush got the ball all low. Our D lineman, why we can't tackle well. It's a lot of questions as to why we just seem a little softer as a team, and it could be the preparation, man. You got to look at the top. You got to go to the top, and at the top is Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy up there. It's Jerry Jones and it's Mike McCarthy up there sitting at the top, and they're making these decisions that are probably making us not as tough of a team moving forward. But hey, game is game. It is what it is. But something that I did think about, Deuce Vaughn got more carries than Zeke in this game, by the way. Zeke got some dump off passes, but Deuce Vaughn got more carries. Something I thought about, which is like even more evidence that like there's a coaching issue here, or like a lack of good coaching presence going on. I stopped and I looked at some of the numbers, from the last time Dak got hurt, and this was when Cooper Rush fans was really out here trying to make their case. This was when Cooper Rush fans was out here on the internet fighting that good ass fight. I remember them, boy. It was the old boy. Those were some good. Yo, chat. Look, put in the comments if y'all remember them good old fights, when y'all remember them Cooper Rush days, them old Cooper Rush Dak Prescott debates when Cooper Rush just happened to be the starting quarterback while the Cowboys team won games. But I will say, even in that case, you were able to win games with Cooper Rush. Jonathan Mingo's trying to get involved here, but Cooper Rush just kind of floating that thing a little bit high, hitting Ed Hockley in the back of the head, or Sean Hockley, whichever one up there. But this idea that, all right, with Kellen Moore, and look, Kellen Moore got his challenges, bro, but we just found a way to get worse. It is what it is. With Kellen Moore, you had Dak Prescott looking fantastic for the most part. With Kellen Moore, you got everything that you could out of Cooper Rush. Every ounce of talent, so to speak, you got it out of Cooper Rush. But what we see is the common themes here, that Kellen Moore is not here, Dak Prescott starts to look weird. When Kellen Moore is not here, Cooper Rush starts to look weirder than he normally looks. Like Cooper Rush always looked kind of strange just as a football player or whatever. But boy, he looked real strange when it's not Kellen Moore pulling the strings, right? And damn, dog, a part of me want to feel like, hey man, what the hell was it that was going on last year when the Cowboys were winning or whatever? Hey, maybe they were transitioning out of Kellen Moore's offense, but maybe it was still a little bit of stank on there, right? It was still a little bit of stank on there. Mike McCarthy hadn't really had that offseason to implement his thing or whatever, but something happened last year where we started off looking like we looking now, honestly. We had a good game versus the Giants, just like we had a good game versus the Browns. Then we went on to look goofy a little bit. But there was a decision that was made last year that was like, all right, guys, this can't be the way. This ain't what it is, and it's not going to be that. It ain't going to be that, though. Look at this JV offensive line you got with Austin Richards, Brock Hoffman and them, Cooper Beebe, TJ Bass, and Terrence Steele. Man, y'all know it was some players that was older, that was like juniors that was on the varsity team because they was old, but they wasn't good, so they played on the JV team still. That's Terrence Steele right now. But what was that thing that made the Cowboys flip that switch after that bye week, play the Chargers game, then after that your offense just exploded? What the hell was the decision or the conversation that was had last year that you didn't have this year? And I wonder if the lack of production has to do with the lack of that conversation that was had. I'm super curious. At the end of the day, bro, we know, bro and ma'ams, because we know the ladies be watching too. Shouts out to y'all. Bro and ma'ams, we know that there's going to be a coaching change. It's inevitable. It's nothing that we can do about it. We know it's going to be a coaching change. But what comes with that coaching change? Do we get the guys that we want? Do we get the guys that we think are going to be available to us, or are we just going to be stuck with a Marvin Lewis type character that's going to do some of the same things? At the end of the day, I'll take anybody as long as my coordinators make sense. I'll take a solid to good coach if my coordinators make sense. Man, Mike McCarthy, he's acting as a coordinator, and he's a character that don't make sense. So how the hell can he make sense if he's gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to Jeff, man. We was doing the show last night. Kevontae Turpin had the fastest player in the NFL since like 2020 or something, like 2022 or something like that. You mean tell me we got one of the fastest players in the NFL GPS wise. GPS wise, we got one of the fastest players in the NFL, and we just couldn't get him the ball. Mike McCarthy asked for it. Jerry Jones asked for it. This will be televised. This nonsense will continue to be televised, all right? But I tell you what I'm going to do every single week. I'm going to look for the bad teams that just happen to be playing against other bad teams. And I'm just going to, I'm going to forecast that game because one of them got to lose. One of those teams got to win. One of those teams got to lose. And as far as the Cowboys go, I'm shooting to get as high into that range as I possibly can. And we'll see. Me and Brian Bros are going to do an episode of Doing All Right, and we're going to determine how many quarterbacks and what teams are like quarterback needy and stuff like that. And once we figure that out, then we can have a conversation about how the rest of the draft is going to fall and how our beloved Dallas Cowboys are going to be sitting at the top of the draft, going to add a stud to this football team. And then the coach will make the dudes that's on this team a little bit better. All right. But we'll cross that bridge whenever we get there. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right. I'll catch y'all next time, bro. Hold down for the dose. You got some more stuff coming out. I'm about to start dropping draft film also. So y'all keep y'all eyes open for that and keep your eyes open for the Doing All Right podcast. Y'all hold it down. Love y'all. Peace.